on, eh? Hey.
3, 2, 1. Episode 80. Andy, while you're here, spin me a fact about 80 off the dome.
Fact of 80. In 1980, the Times Magazine Man of the Year was Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah. Is he the peace guy?
Is he? I don't know. President Reagan, is that the same person?
Yeah.
President
Yeah, it must be.
Reagan.
Also, we're working on limited time with the camera, so if you are on YouTube, sorry if it cuts out. I'm prefacing it now. Learn to cope.
Woo! Big episode.
It is 80. Not traditionally a cool birthday. But if you lived at 80, as I said before when we were mulling over the idea of 80, well done.
It's also the age that Moses was when he first spoke to the Pharaoh. There's another fun fact for you.
Is that biblical or is that real?
Isn't biblical real?
Geez, we're opening up a can of worms here.
I don't know. I know that was just a genuine or is it entirely
So it gets broken down into New Testament and Old Testament, right? So
what?
New Testament is it's pretty much like a part A and a part B of the Bible. And part A is Old Testament, like Noah's Ark and shit, where it's not like you don't take that like face value. Like no one in the church says Noah's Ark happened. It's just a fable to teach you something,
right?
To have two of everything. I don't know, but New Testament is more of like when they actually started keeping records, and this is what happened.
So when do they stop taking record, or is the Bible just still being written?
I mean, it's got an end.
Have you read the Bible?
I've probably flicked through most of it.
Damn.
Well, not by choice. Like, we had to do it at school. It got read to us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. That's crazy. I genuinely didn't know. I had heard these terms, Old Testament, New Testament, all that. Just didn't really care enough to to Google it or something.
Yeah, it's all... I don't know, it's all kind of lame. I'll be honest, not my buzz.
Well, so was Moses real? So he's in Old Testament but also in New Testament?
I don't know. We're talking about Moses that parted the Red Sea?
I assume so, if he spoke with the Pharaoh.
Yeah, then I'd say he was.
Probably,
it's hard. Like,
it's probably biblical.
It gets to a point with history, I find, that you can, like, say American Civil War onwards, or like from like the 1600 onwards, you can take that history of like this happened.
Yeah.
But anything before that, there is no way of knowing it was real. The problem with history is that 99% of the time, the story is told by the victor, and it idolizes the people that it needs to idolize. So people that were maybe terrible people, or villains were villains, and it's like, yeah, they did terrible things. We all hate them. But then also the victors and the great people, the Julius Caesars and everything, was like, this is how we wanted them to be viewed, so this is how we will write them into the story of time.
Right. Fair enough. And I guess if it teaches people lessons in that, then
yeah,
you want to have them in good light.
Yeah, I guess so.
Welcome back to Bible studies.
Yeah. Hey, springing, man. The grass is getting a lot greener, and I am once again eternally grateful that I don't get allergies.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're not an allergy guy, are you?
Nah. I mean, I do get the little bit of hay fever sprinkled in.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I might get like a sneezing fit once every like...
Yeah, your sneezing fits are... I was going to say biblical, but that's...
Yeah, they are in the First Testament.
Yeah. We can learn from them.
Yeah. But I don't get like snivelly or like, red eyes, puffy, that sort of stuff. Like
a full-blown day ruiner.
No, I don't really get allergies, but they'll maybe once every couple of weeks, maybe in spring, yeah. I'll have like a good 20-minute sneezing fit, and I cannot stop it. There is no way to stop it.
Bro, honest to God, I had hay fever once, and because when people get
it's even hay fever, then you weren't just like getting sick or something.
Unless I got some random case of pink eye for an hour, but as a child, I'd fucking hope not. But I remember I was away somewhere. I was either at a mate's house or I went on holiday with a mate, and It's like real hazy in my memory. No, actually, I do. I remember who I was with, and this person got hay fever bad because I saw it happen to them. And we were kids, and they were like, "Oh, my eyes." We were running through like a field of hay or maize.
Right.
And-
Field of fever.
Yeah, and their eyes got all puffy and itchy, and I was like, "What's happening?" And they're like, "This is hay fever," and constantly scratching their eyes and everything. And dude, I sat down like not long after we finished, and my eyes were just—I looked in the mirror, and my eyes got real itchy, and they were bulging out of my face. For the rest of the day, I had these like eye erections of my friggin' eyeballs just being straight out of my head.
That is not hay fever. That is, you've had an allergic reaction to something in that field.
And then I was like sneezy and snotty.
Yeah, that's still an allergic reaction. If you never had
Isn't all hay fever just an allergic reaction to hay? And you've caught a fever? Oh, damn, one too many sentences, Jared. You might have had them.
No, I'm no scientist, doctor person. I mean, I
No fevologist.
I couldn't tell you exactly what hay fever is, but isn't it just like your standard like grass, like
Did you get taken as a kid to do the allergy testing?
No, I would love to do an allergy test actually, because mum did one,
Yeah.
and she thought she would had to be gluten free, but it turns out it's the wheat. It just has to be wheat free,
Right.
which I didn't
Isn't that
realize.
gluten?
Yeah,
Fuck,
I didn't
man, that
realize
stuff-
it was two different things.
That
yeah.
stuff, I'm chasing tails on it because I just go around in circles.
Like none of
I
it.
just need clarification. I can't see a gluten, correct?
No. You don't put like half a cup of gluten into your.
Nah,
your
Rise
bread.
explained it to me a million times, and I'm still like, I'm all on skates when it comes to it.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But it would be nice to I think it was like 7 different grasses, dogs, and wheat and some other things. But it would be cool. I would like to know because they could just be mild allergic reactions, right?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know that they're so minuscule until you cut it out of your diet or you stop.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd like to know what I could.
We did it when we were young where they give you kind of everything all on your arm. Like you pull your sleeve up and they test it all in your arm at once. Like they give you a little bit of a bee sting, some different types of grasses, hay. You try a little nut. It's all it's to trigger all the common ones. Dude, ace that shit. It's all the losers that didn't. That
Jimmy in the corner with his EpiPen,
Bro, we when I was young, when I went to my first primary school, before I met everyone that I've hung out with for the rest of my life, I got paired up with the other ginger kid in my year. And Mum was like, "You're gonna go play at his house," and I was like, "Is it because we're both left out?" And no, that was a joke. But
Yeah,
I went to his
believing it.
house, and this dude, look, it sucks because he had the whole full body eczema, allergic to dairy, allergic to nuts, and
Poor kid.
I remember coming home, my dad picking me up, and just seeing, I stayed the night at his house, and just seeing how the routine of his day went outside of school.
Exhausting.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, you can't eat anything cool.
No.
Yeah, but I remember going home and going to Dad, and I was like, God, thank God I don't have any of that stuff because, geez Louise.
Yeah, it's pretty unfair on kids. They're just born with that sort of stuff and have to live with it. I wonder if you can outgrow some of that stuff. Your immune system gets better, or you
Yeah.
something in your body starts changing as you get older and things become more tolerable.
I used to be asthmatic, on an inhaler every day, and I outgrew that.
I wasn't asthmatic and I became asthmatic.
Hell yeah. You earned that, baby.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the lung. That's what I always say about type 2 diabetes. It's you got to earn that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to eat your way to gold, baby.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I say I wasn't, but because, again, same as my mum, she, very acute asthma, has inhaler, and reckons it's the same passed down to me, but very healthy child until about 16, 17.
Until the asthma kicked in.
Until the cigarettes kicked in.
Yeah, I know. I was only asthmatic till I was 4 or 5, and then, but before that, I was a little. I don't know if I was as bad. My brother and that he was a nebulizer kid, Like, had to go into the hospital and get put on the nebulizer.
What's that?
It's pretty much like a big fuck off inhaler that they put a mask on you and you have to sit and breathe on it.
True.
Because you'd like choke at night.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
damn. Sorry about that.
Oh, he's around.
Wasn't talking to you.
It's okay. I learned to live with it. But even like two of my siblings, like one of my brothers and my sister, they get eczema, and then me and my brother don't ever. The only time I've ever got eczema was in lockdown, and I have a feeling it's just because potentially my my personal hygiene might have slipped a little bit. I was skipping I was skipping the odd shower here and there.
Yeah,
And I used to be a moisturizing guru, and I just put a stop to that. I've got still a naturally dry skin depending on my water intake, but
But it's part of your routine and like day to day. As soon as you get into lockdown, it was just fuck, everything went out the window.
dude, it was wake up, me and Ryan boxed, and then we were like, okay, that's enough. Picked up the console, got in the group chat, said, boys, where are we dropping? And we just played Warzone every single day for months. And I swear to God,
Got paid for it.
I have never been happier. I have never been happier. I walked around Massey a million times.
Yeah.
I would just walk up to the friggin' supermarket that was like 500 meters up the road, bag of chips, come home, grab a paper, see what the world's up to. Lady would do the crosswords. I just needed the sports section and the quiz, and then
Fucking crazy time, eh? Like, I got into this like routine of waking up maybe like 3 p.m. and,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
having
yeah.
having like breakfast with my parents. Like this first lockdown, should I say? Breakfast with my parents, but it's dinner.
thank you for the steak and potatoes, Ma.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I would sleep all day and be up all night. It just like to the point where like I had to like reset my body clock completely by like just staying up the entire night and then going through the second day and then going to bed at like a normal time. And I had to do that a couple of times just to fully reset myself. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, we had like two, so Bevy and Hattie were working, and then me and Ryan weren't, and it was just, for the people that weren't working, it was hilarious, because it was just like,
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
but at the same time, yeah, like when it came time to go back to work, it was like, oh, fudge sickles.
Yeah.
What did you think of the quiz last night? We went to a quiz night down at the local bar.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
I was glad you came.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a fan of a bit of a quiz and have a bit of, have a bit of competitions. But I was worried about like how well I would do, or like if I would do well, or even do.
Yeah.
Like,
Might just taking up a seat.
like first couple of questions, I think I was just like, fuck, what am I doing here?
Yeah, they blow you away quickly.
Yeah, but like I said to you, like the rush of the endorphins when you know something, like,
Oh yeah.
and it's not just knowing something that everyone knows, but like you're like one of the only people in the room or something that like have that bit of knowledge. It's like,
Dude, the execution on it as well, when they say something and everyone's like mulling it over and you're like, it's actually Franklin Roosevelt. In your head, you're like, fucking hell, fuck.
yeah.
Everyone else is silly except me when it comes to this stuff.
Except mine was like guessing the length of a paperclip and like knowledge that you shouldn't know.
But that's like the best idea of a quiz team, is that you get,
Yeah.
not everyone has to be geniuses. You just have to know a bit about something and hope it pops up.
Yeah. You got to have a very broad spectrum of knowledge throughout the people that's on your team.
And I think we did. We got sciencey folk. We've got us. And then
No elaboration.
oh, we got
We were there.
you guessed the length of a paperclip.
Yeah.
And we got some movie questions right.
True. That's true.
Clutch the dub on the Pumbaa.
Yeah,
And then-
that was huge.
That was pretty top for one of the cooler things I've done. We got accusations when when it got read out. Someone called us a cheat, and I was like, pfft.
So basically, there's like a ongoing question throughout rounds, and at the end of the first round, they give you like a vague description, and you have to like guess like the answer. And then at the end of each round, they give like more and more hints to this like bigger question.
They walk you to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the first round, we were like umming and ahhing, like didn't quite have it, and then like just before we go to like hand in our paper, Jared just like light bulb moment, puts it down. We all go, "That is fucking phenomenal." We like can fully see that being it, and it was fucking correct. It was like, what? We got full points, full marks for getting it on the first round, and then the guy reading out was like, "Oh, I can't believe they've got this." Yeah. Quiz on me, you've got it right.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, cheats.
It was friggin' sick. I was so happy.
I mean, the answer was Pumbaa. I'm not gonna go through the whole, because I can't even really remember all of the things to read it out. But surely, like everyone in that room, all the oldies could look at the demographic that's sitting at our table and go,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, no wonder they got it."
But the oldies, bro, the oldies love a rev up after every question they get right.
Yeah, high fives.
They're high fiving, and you hear like, "Oh, well done, Christine," or like, "Oh, we had that," and then you're like, "Hey!" But then after everyone, we were just like, "Play it chill, keep it humble."
Yeah.
We were humiliated last time, where we thought we were winning and came 8th out of 11.
Ooh.
But then we clutched it up to a 3rd this time.
I was very confident because, like, I mean, your third's not bad, but I thought we could have won because looking at the demographic in that room and knowing the questions that came out,
Yeah,
I thought we were pretty.
I reckon. Yeah, I think you're spot on, and I think what we were talking about in the car on the way home, because there's one round where you're allowed to get double points,
Yeah.
and I think the other people that won aced their double points round, whereas we pretty much used it as like we're gonna do shit this round, we may as well get extra points for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all hindsight, right? Like, there's a round that we got 8 out of 10, or 2 rounds we got 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
If we doubled them, easy dub.
see you later.
But you never know.
We'll be back. Quiz on me will return.
Yeah. How good's that? Quiz on me.
Yeah. In another episode of Jared put himself into random situations, something funny happened to me yesterday.
Do tell.
So I went to a job, just had to check off some materials that got onto site. No issues, everything's great. Back out the driveway, kind of a tough angle to pull out onto the road. So I was like, okay, I'll back out the opposite way and I'll go turn around at the cul-de-sac at the bottom of the road. But I got a text from a guy and he was like, "Hey mate, can you please see my email? Can I just get a reply on it?" So I just parked down, headphones on, listening to a podcast, headphones on, and I'm sitting there parked at the end of the cul-de-sac on my phone. And I noticed, I'm like, oh, because it's in Te Atatu looking over the water, the end of the peninsula.
Mm.
I was like, oh, some guy's got his camera out. Oh, 2 of them have their camera out. Oh, it is a pretty nice day. I drove straight through someone getting their engagement filmed.
No.
Bro, this dude, I'm sitting there, he knocks on my window, I wind it down, and he was like, bro, can you, like, move? I double tap my AirPod, excuse me.
Talk about people trying to make conversation with you when you get your headphones in.
So I'm just going to pause my comedy right now.
What?
Yeah, oh, you've really put me out, you know. My autofill's not doing what I want it to. And then I look to the left, and some dude is on one knee
Oh my god.
in a park.
I mean,
The lovely view, like on camera, would look great. But
Right.
I knew for a fact that ground was soggy. So the guy was squatting in a soggy park. Not squatting, kneeling. But also me, full sign written vehicle. And then just, I know that when I'm on my phone, I have this weird frowning, vacant, real like lacking chromosomes look on my face. I need the footage.
Yeah.
I need the footage.
oh no way. They must have filmed like had you.
He said he was like, you drove straight through the shot and then parked. I just parked and then kept my car running and answered emails.
Oh my god.
So
I need to see this.
to nestle the situation, they were all kind of like celebrating and everything. I moved and then just like, in hindsight, I didn't move enough. I just went like to the edge of the cul-de-sac, not away. I could have just left. But I went to the edge of the cul-de-sac to finish what I was doing.
Oh my
And the pretty much I wound down the passenger's window, yelled out congratulations, and then I was out of there.
Holy fuck. Oh my god, that's so fun. I can just see the footage now. It's just like him like walking out slowly, and then like as he starts to bend down on one knee, just. Oh fucking what now?
Yeah. Why are you putting me out like this?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be crack up. They'll have to recreate it.
I think I said, I was like, have I ruined it? And he was like, you didn't. We got the part, but we might have missed reactions. He's like, but there are other cameras, and I looked around. There was like 3 dudes filming.
Oh fuck him then.
Yeah, I know. What did I ruin the wide? Sorry, you got close-ups. That's what you want. Look, let me actually give me the fucking camera.
Yeah.
You punch it on his face. You're going in on the lady. Get close. What's the mics doing? Show me some levels here.
And you're replying to my emails.
Yeah. And action. Yeah. We're gonna run through this again. We're gonna block the scene out.
Brittany, back up, please.
Yeah. Can we get some makeup on her forehead, please? The sun's spotting. Can we get some polystyrene in the back? Let's bounce this light, please.
Yeah, I can see you played the Uno reverse on him.
Exactly.
Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the swings if you want me.
Did you at least get his number or something, or like his Insta, hey, can you send me that footage?
Nah, man, you know me. I freaked out and left.
Yeah, you freaked out and moved fucking 2 meters.
This was after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'll move.
Just go straight into the car in front of me. Right, I saw that happen in Kumi once. Bless this little old lady. She was sitting in the driver's seat of her car, and some guy was like, "Are you leaving? Because I would like your car park." And she was like, "Oh, sorry." And then she freaked out. Must have gone to put it in reverse because she put her hand behind the wheel, looked backwards, and then just drove straight through the butcher's window.
What?
Yeah, drove straight through like a glass. I hopped the curb straight through the glass window.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
poor lady. That's like comedy, like gold though. Like that's a classic.
Oh yeah, I mean it ended kind of like sad, like she was like in tears and everything, but at the same time it was fucking funny.
No, I didn't mean like her specifically, but you see
just like the layout of events.
So like in so many films, like the whole like sit in the car, do the belt, adjust the mirrors, like check the indicators, and then like put your arm over the seat and like look back and go, and then like foot to the floor and then just drive forward.
I did it in my dad's car the day he got back from panel beater. I drove it straight into the back of my mum's car, looking backwards. If anyone's driven a manual Ranger or any of those Ford gearboxes, you have to pull the thing up under the handle because to go into first and to go into the reverse is the same. And yeah, I put into first and just drove and just dented the whole front of it in. But whatever, this isn't about me. Actually, I do have another story for you.
Yeah.
You were there for this one because I was thinking of the lines of like public times I've publicly humiliated myself, which I have done before, and it took me back to my dad's 50th birthday. Because this is the one that haunts me the most ever. You weren't there, actually, were you?
Yeah, I was in the UK.
That's right.
But proceed. I want to hear it.
So it was Dad's birthday, and we got it sprung on us where they were like, speeches. And I was like,
What? Okay, hang on. Back up. It's your dad's 50th and you don't have a speech plan?
I thought speeches were for 21st at the time. I was like, okay, we don't do speeches anymore. They're all done.
Dude, like, I have a speech prepared in case I need to talk at work and like in front of 3 people every day.
I've never I've written speeches for school. I've riffed a speech at my sister's wedding.
Oh no, I don't like plan them.
Oh, I thought you had cue cards for like a Zoom call.
No, like
I am going to the gas station. Does anyone want anything?
Well, cue cards don't work because I can barely read. So, like for most situations, like for anything, like I'll be thinking, like even like the quiz night.
Yeah.
I like while we're driving, I'm already like planning my victory speech. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I am constantly thinking of like situations where I'm going to have to like
be great.
Yeah, like stand up and say something.
It is one of my favorite things to do is to insert myself into glory and like how would I handle myself. That's sweet.
Like the whole coach of the year thing.
Yeah, I bet you had something planned.
I fucking did.
What was it?
A lot. But this ain't about me. It's about your public humiliation and not my internal shame.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was just I wasn't prepared to speak, and it was my dad's 50th.
Yeah.
So I got hammered so fast.
Yeah.
So fast. And then they announced speeches. And at the time, I was working for Dad, and I was just starting to do my own, like, I wasn't just like an apprentice / like trainee anymore. I was starting to do my own thing a bit more. So when some of the people turned up to his birthday, it was some of the people that I dealt with for work now. Like, they were a new contact.
Oh, yeah.
From other companies and everything. But then when it got to my speech, I grabbed the mic and I yelled, "Who's fucked up? Because I'm fucked up."
Oh.
And then proceeded to say, to crickets, man.
Oh,
to
no.
crickets, yeah. No one told me that either because I kept going.
Oh, if I was there, you'd just hear this in the background, just like, woo!
Yeah.
Just
Chug!
just me in the background, like,
Me. But yeah, I just remember there's one dude, and I remember him looking at me with this look of like, this guy's a joke. Luckily, the night got better because it ended up with me getting too drunk and then yelling in a driveway back at Jordan's house. Got so drunk I got angry, and I was angry at nothing. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Emma. She got to the point, she's like, "What are you even angry about?" And I was like, "I don't know."
that's strange because like
Not.
I've never seen you like that,
Yeah.
and I missed the one time. We'll have to wait for Craig's next 50th.
Yeah. 150th. Yeah.
Not a bad innings. Yeah, that's oh man. The manager speech that I had like lined up. It wasn't like, I mean, obviously it wasn't like I didn't type it out, write it out, or anything, but like I'd gone through it a few times. Like,
Yeah.
I like it's gonna like say puns like thank you from everyone from the like ground staff to the bar staff, and like like the lines,
The
like
ladies in the kitchen.
Yeah, some of like the lines I had like down, and like
Yeah.
saying like stuff about like the first team, thanks to like our fans, like we got more people down on that last day than I've ever seen the first team have. Like, like I was gonna
Pause
gonna,
for
like,
laughter.
yeah, just things like that, like, and then just like go through like thanking, like most people, just had like so I had like all my T's crossed and I's dotted.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular, but I'm really prepared with the speech stuff. I don't know what it is. Like, I think it's come from like a fear as like a kid and not being able to do speeches all that well, and then like I'm constantly like prepped. But nowadays, like I love, well, not love, but I like doing public speaking. Like,
Yeah, I've never had an issue with it. I'm okay at it.
just don't give me cue cards. That was my problem.
Yeah, exactly. When it gets formal, it gets tricky. But if you can speak from the soul, I do it
Yeah.
all the time on this podcast, and I just start talking, and hopefully
It works
it becomes cohesive.
Yeah.
I don't know, because if someone said as soon as I stop talking, or like, so say some bump into someone in public, and they were like, "Oh, that last episode we talked about this, this, and this," and you're like, "Oh, did I?"
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah. Half of the stuff we talk about, like I can't remember.
The main reason that I know is because I edit it and I have to scan through it quickly.
Right.
But then there's obviously bits I miss because I roughly know where I want to like get a clip from or whatever.
When I say like can't remember, I mean it's more like it starts to blur the line between what what conversation we've had or what conversation we've had on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, like so like someone will say, "Oh, you said this on the podcast." I was like, could have sworn that was
No, you were
private
there.
chat. Yeah, that was a private chat, wasn't it? So, I mean, this sort of format though is a lot easier. It's definitely daunting when you like first start.
Mm.
I remember being so nervous, like when we first set all this up.
Mm.
But it's a lot more chill. I can respect the fact that people would probably be more chill with this than having to speak in front of like 100 people.
Yeah, for sure. It's like when you have someone on that hasn't done a podcast before, you have your mates on or something, and they always say the same sort of thing. First 10, 15 minutes, kind of daunting. And then all the equipment disappears out of your eyesight and you're just hanging out with your mates and chilling. But yeah. Do you, speaking of like speeches and whatnot, one of the things that I love to do is, so I had like an emotional Monday. I just had like a cruddy day. Not even like the worst things happened, but I don't know why. I just had a bad
Even
day.
on a Monday?
I'm due.
That's usually a Tuesday thing.
Yeah, but dude, I ran the gauntlet of God. Like, I had probably a month of just being the most happy. Like, I was really happy with how everything was going. I was so stoked about making it through winter.
Yeah.
And then
We survived.
yeah, and then I felt it slip. And then Monday in my head, I was just like, I'm a wreck, and this sucks, and everything sucks, and nothing's yellow anymore. Everything's grey, and and
Yeah.
then
I've been there.
so I threw on
Yeah.
so I threw on Shadow of the Day by Linkin Park.
Wow.
Yeah,
That sort of day.
yeah, oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
And then through that, inserted myself into the scene of leading men into a battle that we couldn't win, and we were just sacrificing ourselves for a greater cause. And I was like, man, like, war's just a machine, and we're just the cogs in it, and we're all ants, and like,
Did you have a big weekend?
no.
Because you
What did I do on the weekend?
sometimes like a big weekend can cause like,
Yeah, I get the
you-
blues.
yeah,
Yeah,
get the
big time,
blues.
man.
But-
Big time.
but that's only usually.
That's when I question. That's when it's like, dude, my friends don't even like me. They all feel sad. For
But
me.
how good's that like car ride that drive or like that hot shower and you have got the blues and the cogs are turning like you say and you're thinking
Yeah.
of like scenarios like
Yeah,
things
man.
become like so vivid in your head.
Dude, it's happened to me before. They'll be like, okay, can you go maybe like an hour away and to go meet some builders or something? And the emotional roller coaster I'll go through on that hour, I'll catch myself in the rearview mirror, eyes full of tears. And then by the time I get to site, I'm like, morning. Oh, yeah, no, the weekend was good. Fucking bills are paid. And then, like, it's gone. But it just, I think it's just something that we've talked about it before, like just feeling it when it comes on and needing to feel it out.
Yeah, put some like James Blunt or Dido on.
Yeah.
And you just
And it's like, I don't know, like, I think I referred to it as my inner signals, but it just felt like,
But do you ever like for the lack of a better word, but like fantasize, like you know, when you're talking about when you're thinking about these things, like say like what life, like say you got an injury and lost a limb or something, and
All
then-
the time.
yeah, and then like you think about like how life would be after you lose the limb, or
super
like,
selfish, I picture how people would mourn me if I was dead.
right?
I think everyone does that, though.
Yeah,
I
Is that
think that's just the human experience. Is like, but
you
I
think
think
about
it's
like
also-
what your funeral would be like, or like how
Yeah.
people would react, and you go through that through your head.
Because I've never had such a level of loss where it would be like you've been through it. I haven't been through something like that of like what would it be like for someone that's around me all the time to go. So trying to comprehend, like when I try and like comprehend it in my head and build it up to be this thing. Also, if it was sudden or something, like I just part of me is like, okay, maybe I can fabricate the feeling and just try and picture it. And then once you get there, you're like, nah, I don't want that. And then
Nah.
you've just put yourself into like a spiral.
Yeah, like yeah, if you start thinking about like what would happen like if you lost a parent, like how or sibling or something, you know, like and that when you try and picture
Imagine if you
that,
got the call.
yeah, that's right. I don't know though. It's someone that has like been through it, and like someone that like thinks all these thoughts, you know, like on a long drive, I'm just thinking like, you know, these like, oh, what if I lost a parent or lost a limb, or like how, you know, like I go through all these scenarios and stuff like that. When you actually go through it, it's very different.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't want to sit here and be like all snooty, like, oh, you can't picture how it feels, or
Yeah.
like it. I don't mean it like, oh, it's not. What am I trying to say? I don't mean it in a way like, you won't be able to feel that emotion. It's just so it's completely different. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. It's very.
I think it is.
different.
I think it is the human experience, though, to like insert yourself into these situations and try and fabricate a feeling. I don't know.
Let us know. Are we weird for
I don't know.
picturing this?
It's got to be a thing. I know. I've talked to other people about it. They've definitely done it. Yeah. But then, like, when you say about like losing a limb or something, I've talked to the lady about it. I'll be like, look, if I was that, like, I'd understand if you just didn't want to be around anymore. You've got a lot of life to live and everything. And then there's a part of me that's just like in the back's just like, tell me you love me.
Yeah.
And then, am I worthy of you, Father? And then,
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird concept because like obviously you don't want that, but like sometimes when you're sad, turning into the skid is like a nice feeling, but then you like
well, it's the opposite of bottling it up, which is, I think, the underlying thing of like the thing you don't do. I feel like that message has come across now. But it's just trying to do it on your own. And sometimes it blindsides you.
yeah.
Sometimes it's a bus straight in your side. And you're like, geez, I didn't know I need this. But as long as you can like accept it and be like, okay, sweet. It's been coming a while. Let's just let's just get this out of the
get
way.
through it.
Because I did feel like while I was on a good streak, and everyone's a work in progress. Everyone's always a work in progress. And then I was just like, okay, I just got dealt a bad hand this time, and I'm gonna quickly work through it, and then we'll be good again.
I had my first like breakdown not just this weekend just gone, but last one before that on a Sunday, like since Dad's passing. That was rough. That was like my first like proper breakdown since, which is weird.
How did you feel coming out of it?
Much better. It was all stress related from work. Like the fuck ups that happened at work and stuff like that. I was more stressed about that. And then like again, you just start thinking of other stuff.
Everything starts popping its head up.
Yeah. And it really got to me. But I got to work on Monday, sorted out all the fuck ups, and then it was like
nothing like a bit of
smooth sailing.
Yeah, nothing like a bit of hysteria to get the heart going.
Yeah. So what happened on your Monday? What was the...
Dude, nothing. That's what I mean. Like nothing crazy happened.
Yeah.
I just woke up.
You didn't lose a limb?
No, thank God. I'm all here, all three of them. And I woke up and was just like, okay, sweet. That's it. That's me. Done. We're feeling this one out today. And then, that was pretty much it. Nothing crazy happened.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit
What
happens.
else? What did I do over the weekend? I don't remember it all. I don't remember anything that I did over the weekend.
Well, I had a great weekend.
You were away. Tell
I
me
was
all
away.
about it.
Yeah, so I went down to Chicha, went down to Christchurch to see brother and his family. We left Friday arvo. Flight was delayed an hour. Apparently there was like bomb scares in Queenstown Airport or some shit.
Dude, Queenstown's doing it rough at the moment.
Yeah. I didn't even know anything about it, but when Mum came to pick me up from the flat, she's like, be prepared for this flight to not take off. I was like, what? Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Had alcohol on a domestic flight for free.
Is that not a normal thing?
Well, I don't know.
I wonder if it's just like to settle nerves or something.
I don't. But like also, I guess I always fly like usually mornings.
I always fly in the poorest seat possible, so I'm not getting offered anything.
No, but this was everywhere. Like like come around with a cart.
Yeah.
It's like tea, coffee, Sprite, whatever.
Brewskis.
I got a Steiner Classic. I was like, hell yeah.
Thank you. Keep them coming, sweetheart.
Uh,
And when I'm just getting drunk, give me two at once.
Exactly.
Prioritize me to an aisle seat because I'm going to wee the whole time.
On a 40-minute flight.
Is it 40 minutes down there?
Oh, something like that. It's not long at all.
Yeah.
It's probably like
You go
an
up
hour
and you
a
go
half,
down.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. There was a lot of good food. Like Friday night, like chicken burgers. Saturday morning went to the markets. I sent you a photo. It made me laugh. I screenshotted the chat and I'll read it out. So we went to...
I knew something was up. I knew something was up. I think the time's important.
It's all in here.
Yeah.
We went to Rickerton Bush Markets, quite like farmers market-y sort of thing. And we got to the end of the market, and there's this burger stand with smashed patties called Bacon Bros.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, well, I need that for breakfast. And I think I sent you a photo.
Yeah.
Because on the menu, there was the Andy Burger.
Not the first Andy Burger we've seen, or is it the same Andy Burger?
I think it's the same place that's just their pop-up tent.
I was trying to think. What was the place we used to Uber Eats from? Sorry to cut your story off. And we had there was an Andy
Better Burger or something?
Yeah, I feel like they had an Andy Burger.
Well, maybe they did. Yeah, so I got like the smash, because we love our smash patty burgers and things like that, and sent the photo of, oh, look, it's an Andy burger, so I have to try it.
I didn't pick up on the Andy burger thing at first. I was just like, nice burger for breakfast.
And then I said, currently at Sunday markets at a pop-up smash burger spot. Jared, what the hell are you doing at a market? That sounds so good. And I was like, haha, not me, right? I'm in Christchurch, by the way. Bingo, there it is. Oh, no, I had the lol. Sorry. And then I have to like preface this next statement that it's 10 a.m. Jared says, no Andy with a free Saturday morning during an overcast day is at a market at 10 a.m.
You know what my immediate thought was when you said you're at a market? I was like, Andy is on a hot date. I thought you were on a hot date because if there's one thing you love to do, it's go outside your comfort zone for love.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really kind. I do that, yeah. Or family, I guess. Apparently. A few things. Burger was great. Second thing, thank you for saying that. I do go out of my comfort zone for love. I'm more than happy to do that. I think that's important in any relationship or anything like that.
Yeah.
Thirdly, it was a haul because I had a few beers the night before to be at a market like that.
I thought you meant the market was in a hall. I was like, oh, that changes everything.
No. It was outside. It was outside. Oh. No, it was good. It was good. So good food there.
Is Christchurch? Riddle me this. I've never been to Christchurch, and I have a
Really?
picture in my head of Christchurch. I picture all of Christchurch to look like my nana's garden with nice manicured flowers and
Not far off.
full of whites. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like you're an
There's-
Aryan dream, so
Yeah. Yeah,
you slip right in there.
I do fit right in there. In fact, they start bowing when I walk in. Get off the plane and they're like, "Welcome back, Andrew."
I'm here. Bring me my namesake burger.
No, so there is a lot of gardens, like a lot of parks and like nice gardens and things like that. So it's really good. But so I guess kind of like your nana's garden in a way. I don't know. I haven't seen your nana's garden.
It's good.
Yeah. But the whites thing, it's not as bad as people say. Like, I know that's like a real stigma around Christchurch, like saying like
Yeah.
it's real like white orientated and racist and things like that. It's not that.
It's like
bad.
an assumption I just have
But-
of the South in general. Too.
But it's a lot different to Auckland. Like,
Auckland's a cultural melting pot of the Pacific.
yeah. So, continued on to a boozy lunch at the bar at the pub.
Oh hell yeah!
Had-
Cocktails, brewskis.
Just a couple beers and karagi,
Karagi. Yeah.
chicken, and then a pizza. Fuck, I ate my weight in good food over this trip.
Are you at the moment? I don't know if it's in the air. Are you eating a lot more right now than usual?
I don't know because I don't have a kitchen right now.
True.
I've had to pay Mum to bring meals down from up
Sweet.
north.
Super Eats back up and running.
Yeah, but she's charging now.
Fair. I know.
Yeah,
It's a 2-hour trek. Braving winters for you.
Nah, yeah, she's been very kind. We've made like a bit of a deal just while because it's real hard to like try and eat clean and eat healthy, like at the best of times.
Yeah.
And when you don't have a kitchen with the renos and stuff. So, to answer your question, I have no fucking idea.
I only say that because I notice at the moment I have no mercy for any food around me, and I have just been eating so much. I think I need to do like a worming tablet. I've also, not a yuck, but I signed up online for the gym, and what I thought they would get me was like, sweet, I sign up online, You mail me a key or something, and that's that. All it did was send them an alert to start getting hold of me, and they ring me every other day saying, hey, can we get you in to, like, we'll figure out your workout and everything. And I said to it, like, the first time I was like, oh, yeah, sweet, I'll come in when I have a spare moment after work, and I'll get there when I get there kind of thing. I'm not looking to sign up today.
Yeah.
If you mention that you're going to wipe the joining fee, which is ridiculous in itself, what am I getting for it? It should be free.
Fuck.
Which they probably will wipe it. They always do. They always act like they're doing you a favor. They never intended to charge you in the first place.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic switcheroo in the marketing world.
What I can do for you is I'll just wipe the joining fee, and it'll just be $10 for that little card, and then you can start your thing next month. I'm helping you out.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck off. That was a deal. Like,
That's how it works.
that's what your head office told you to do that.
Yeah, send me a broken down invoice. I need to see everything. But she called me today, and I was like, look, I don't need the workout plan. I know what I want to do when I go to the gym. I just need to swing in and grab the key. Doesn't need to be a thing. I don't need to book a time.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can just come in any time. Suddenly got a bit more nasty. The nice tone and the sweet texts full of emojis stopped. And and she was like, yeah, you can just come in any time. Just make sure you come in during the staff time. I was like, okay, thank you for getting down to my level.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Don't need all this inspo. Like, your gym texting you, like, have a good day. Don't forget to book your session.
I know the number now, so I just ignore it. Let it ring through. And then they get to my grouchy ringtone. Ha, you've reached Jared. Anyway, Christchurch. What was Saturday night like?
Saturday night was good. After the boozy lunch, like, bro, I just went home and, like, napped. It was just too much.
Classic, yeah.
Like, too much food,
Needed.
too much, like, beers. Napped. Up at, like, 5:30. Walked to the pub. Not pub. Walked to the Bottle-O. Grabbed some more beers and drinks and stuff. And then played a bit of darts around home. Had, like, a nice roast dinner. Some Yorkshire puds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then just drunk till early hours of the morning. Fucking hungover flight Sunday. Classic. I
Over-ear headphones on, facing the front the whole time?
No, I had the AirPods this time because I left like work quite early on Friday, and I was still kind of like working.
Yeah.
So like I left my AirPods in so I could just answer calls throughout the afternoon and at the airport and things like that.
Yeah. What would we do without them?
I know, they're a revelation. I know they've been out for years, but
Yeah.
I've only just bought a pair this year, and I pretty much don't answer a call without them now. I will wait to answer your call till my AirPods are in. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Christchurch Domestic Airport.
True, is it a treat?
It is. It's great. Auckland was an absolute shambles, and I'll get onto that with my yuck. But Christchurch Domestic Airport, it's an absolute treat. It's all like one just massive bay, like, and then like all the planes just come into that same area, like shops and everything. It's all one level. Like
no hallways and big walks, and
it's empty. And there was these seats that like recliner seats. You know, like how they've got there's like 4 seats like connected like by like metal bars in a row with like a couple of bit of cushions.
You're
like,
talking about on the plane?
No, like in the terminal area.
Yeah.
Just like your standard waiting area seats.
Yeah.
They had them, but like lazy boys.
Sure.
Yeah. No cushions on them, but like a, you know, like
Like
it
a
was,
sunbed.
yeah, like they were fucking mean.
Oh, get
And it was
down
like-
to the gruds and
It was like curved, like,
Yeah.
so, yeah. And I was just like, this is a perfect place to park up, play some Pokemon with my blue Powerade, just sweating bullets, just waiting for my flight.
tell me when I'm allowed to leave. Just a random staff snap. 1 Andy burger, please. What the hell's an Andy burger? You know.
Yeah.
Nice job on being funny. Save the chuckles. I'm out of here.
Just go sit up front with the pilot.
I've got this one, Chief.
Take me home, Jeeves.
Andy's here.
Just welcome back to
Whoever's in the nicest seat, give it up. I will be unloading a massacre in the toilet. No one go in there.
I pride myself on like domestic flights, like timing. Well, this is gonna sound weird, but the bowel movements for flights.
For the 45-minute flight.
What? Not it's okay. Not just domestic ones, but like say like Australia and like Fiji and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I always I pretty much wait till they go right. Your flight's boarding, and then I'm like, right, now I go.
I don't think I've ever ripped turds on a plane, or even maybe at the
Really?
airport.
Even like on a 14-hour flight.
Probably, but I just let it brew inside me and get like a gastro disease. I don't remember. No, I must have. I haven't done that many long haul flights though.
Must have. It's always worse, but like the worst thing because when you get to the airport, you're like, hell yeah, because I need $40 worth of Maccas before I get on this flight.
Yeah. What's the best thing I can have right now?
Yeah.
24 Wicked Wings, please, because KFC's open this early. What a treat.
Yeah.
It's never gotten old.
No. And then you get on a flight and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. I feel sad and it's because of the food.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good weekend overall. Had a lot of good times with the family.
Nice. Bit of whānau catch up.
That was really good.
Nice one. I was going to talk about drink driving on buses, but I don't think we need to anymore.
We'll pencil that for another.
Yeah, I just saw an article. It's not important. Should we yuck and yum and wrap this thing up?
All right.
Andy, what's your yuck this week?
So going back to Auckland Airport security, I won't yuck them specifically, but this is just like continuing my suspicion about flying.
Do tell.
They're onto me. They are onto me.
Those sneaky little rascals.
I have openly said that I don't think flying is real. No. It's basically the airport security just had a lot of eyes on me and things like that, and then no shit. Okay,
Sweating bullets.
No, this is going to Christchurch, and no shit, right? I travel light, right? I have like phone, wallet, vape, AirPods. That's it. Like, and then I had my sunnies on my head.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got like 3 bags, laptops, everything. You know.
Yeah.
I get to the front of the queue after like half an hour. The line's out the fucking door. Put everything in there. Go. Oh, my sunnies. Put them in the thing. Get through the other side of airport security, and I'm waiting for my shit to come through. Taking forever. I'm like, what the hell? And then when I get my stuff back, I go, oh yeah, sweet. Put everything back in my pockets. Fuck off. It's not until we get down on the tarmac that boarding from the back of the plane that I go to put my sunnies on, and they're not there. And I went, what the fuck? My sunnies never came back through the other side of the airport security screening.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, they were paraphernalia.
I have no idea. I never got them back. I didn't know. They didn't say anything.
What are they, like 3D X-ray goggles that see boobies?
I don't know. I don't know if they were banned or someone stole them or what. But
Yeah, someone was like, nice.
yes,
They would look good on my face.
yeah. I don't know.
Someone else would have grabbed them when they were coming out.
But like my phone was there, my wallet was there, everything was like
All in the same tray.
all in the same tray. I don't know what happened, but they just
A crunch between the little spinny wheels.
yeah, that's weird.
That is
But-
weird.
But my yuck would just be losing my sunnies after having those. Those are like my work ones I've had for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Like my old faithfuls.
Yeah.
Like
the day-to-days.
I would probably much rather have like dropped them, sat on them, broken them after having them for 4 years. Losing them also makes me feel like, damn, those things could have gone another 4 years.
Yeah. I wasn't even halfway done with those yet.
Yeah, put them back in office.
The I don't know if it's like a new thing, but I wear boots a lot, like Docs and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've had it in other countries, right? Going through like a US airport or something like that. But all of a sudden, when I was flying to Queenstown recently, any shoe that goes above the ankle,
Yeah.
you have to. Is that fucking new? I've never been stung with that before. You have to take your shoes off. And if anyone's slipped a boot on when there's a line out the back door, I had a laptop on me as well with a charger, so I had to like unpack my whole life into this tray. And they're like, actually, that one deserves another tray.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, lady, you're kind of scary.
This is the exact reason why I travel light.
Yeah.
Like, like with the like I don't bring nothing that I can't just like
Shove in your pockets.
take out of my pockets and put in and walk through.
I did feel
No,
weird
no
on that.
belt, no
yeah.
high, like no ankle high boots or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
But the problem is with the boots is that takes up big time bag space. So I'm like, if I can wear them, that's like a classic dad thing of
Oh.
like, wear all your jackets.
If you're traveling, then you got to use everything in the system you can. But you also have to be like aware.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get pulled up on these things. The whole boots thing, as far as I'm aware, that's come from like international travel. Because I even like as a kid or like teenager and stuff, going to the UK, that was a thing there. I remember having to take shoes off and stuff, or dad having to take boots off for that sort of stuff. But I did notice in this fucking stupid long queue for airport security in Auckland Airport,
Yeah.
there was a sign saying, yeah, if any ankle high is, you have to remove
Oh,
now.
I never picked up on it. Maybe I just never got stung. I flew through lucky.
But I think I think it might be a new thing that's been brought into domestic.
Problem is, everyone going to Queenstown's wearing friggin' boots.
Yeah.
So it makes things just twice as hard because you got to undo a million laces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's relatively new to domestic, I think.
My yuck this week is when you wake up in the night and you think it's the morning. So last night I woke up and it was like 1 or 2 a.m. and I looked at the time, but I was still half asleep. I looked at the time, went, oh, I've only been asleep for like an hour or two. But in my head, I was like, my alarm's going off soon.
Oh.
My day's about to start. To the point where I'd like completely woken up. And then I was
Yeah.
just like, oh. It's also takes me back to like when I was a child. And if you had a fever and the whole world, you were like, what's going on, mum? Yeah. And you'd wake up because like you didn't go to school that day. And I remember waking up and I looked at my alarm clock and it was 6:30. And my sister, it was like sun was half, like it was orange, it was twilight.
Wait,
my
is this as
sister
a kid?
this was as a kid.
Oh, right.
And I had the day off school sick. It was 6:30, the twilight, so it was like kind of like an orange sky. And I was like, is it the next day and she's going to school, or has she just got home? And it's like, do I go to school today? And I got up and got dressed. And then it was like, why'd you put your uniform on for dinner? But yeah, that whole disorientated feeling I hate it. Because I also, after having a couple of beers last night at the quiz, I also woke up so stupidly parched.
Yeah.
I was like, water. And it was all happening. And I was kind of like freaking out. I felt like Upham and Saving Private Ryan just like cowering in the stairs.
I hate that feeling of like waking up a couple of hours before your alarm and then you don't go back to sleep properly because you're already like,
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up soon.
I am
But-
28 years old and I still do it with Christmas where I wake up and I'm like, it's 3 hours till I'm allowed to get up.
Fuck.
Oh, maybe in the last year or two it's gone away, but I love Christmas.
I've always, oh no, not always, obviously as a kid, but as soon as I hit teenager,
Yeah.
fuck, like
I'm the
My-
lightest sleeper in the world though.
my parents had to start waking me up for Christmas.
Oh, blasphemy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Blasphemy.
They're like-
no, I need to see those boogie boards ASAP.
no, like they'd have to wake me up because it's like nearly like midday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Christmas days and stuff. They'd be like, "Fuck, someone."
You would sleep till midday on
someone
Christmas?
Go wake Andrew up. Yeah.
Wow.
As soon as I knock off work or school or from that age, a teenager to like now still, man, if no one's waking me up,
Yeah.
I ain't getting up.
At the peak of the middle of the holidays, the latest I'll wake up is like 8:30. I'm not a sleep inner dude. I'm not a sleep guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yums?
Yums, sleep. No. So my yum this week actually goes to like a thought that I had that I thought like we should bring back. Something like, and keeping on the theme of last week's yum of the donuts.
Yeah, that stuck with me actually.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
So-
Things that are just yum.
Yeah. Do you remember the old $2 chocolate bars that people would carry boxes around for fundraising?
Yes, sir.
I think we should bring them back because I don't know what it was, but they always tasted so much better.
Oh yeah.
Like they
yeah.
they were so good. Either just the dairy milk or the caramello,
Yeah.
and just the boxes that they carried them in was like aesthetic.
It was a
and,
cool
like,
box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Sweet, when I'm done with this, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are going straight in here.
And you'd like look at that box and you get so excited because you're like, Mom, can I have $2 for,
Yeah.
you know?
I was lucky I had a
Fuck.
gluttonous family as a child, so when I was fundraising,
Oh, yeah.
Mum would be like, "Just leave the box here. I'll
pay it.
when it's time to pay. We'll just chuck some
100%.
cash." Yeah.
100%. We did the same thing.
Or the
I don't-
IOUs, you'd open the lid and just write IOUs all on the inside if you're flicking them off at school, and then you'd go around like, "You've got to pay."
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Oh no, I can't." Okay, well, just know you're fucking charity, and then
Yeah, we were the same. We never I never went door knocking like, hey, I'm fundraising for like we
No, you
just
just
bought the box, but like
yeah,
that chocolate tasted so
So
much
sweet,
better
yeah.
than like buying it at the
that birthed
Gas
my
or something.
love for caramel.
Yeah.
I love caramel chocolate.
yeah same. So although I haven't had any this week, that's just my yum. I had that thought we should bring back the $2 fundraising boxes.
Start a cause and then do it,
Well, you can't anymore. Like you'd have to sell them for like $5 each.
dude. I did a
I don't know if a $5 chocolate bar is tasting as good as a $2.
I organised a sausage sizzle once at a Bunnings, right? And I went to the Mad Butcher and said, I'm doing this for charity. He donated all the sausages, the Mad Butcher. Didn't meet him though, but they turned up. And then we cleared $1,000 in a day. No one asked any questions. You could lie the shit out of this and be making 4 digis.
Fuck yeah.
If we just rocked up and we were like, hey, this is for a under 7s touch team, it's always that. Or it's always, or you go to Bunnings and it's for some gymnastics trip to Taiwan and you've got a little 8-year-old doing backflips in the car park just for proof. You know, if you need proof, sweet.
We just need to hire a little 8-year-old to
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll feed you full of mustard. You'll get the works. You'll get the onions. All right, but you just keep flipping all day like a little corgi and we'll keep you...
I've got inside contacts at Bunnings.
Oh, jeez. There's a racket for this.
Yeah. We could
There's a racket for this, all right.
we could take on the whole circuit.
All right, my yum this week is... a New Zealander broke a world record today. He's my yum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I heard it announced on the radio and I thought, bingo. A New Zealander smashed the world record Wednesday for the most bungee jumps in 24 hours. So he had the record back in the day, like 2005 maybe. Broke it again because he was just like, I can do better. And then it got broken by a Frenchman who set the record of 765 jumps
What?
in 24 hours in Scotland last year.
As soon as you said that, like 24 hours, I went, what, you probably won an hour?
Yeah.
So I was thinking like 24, 25. They
Yeah.
did what? 700.
So then the Kiwi today, his name is not here, but I think his name's Mark or Mike Hurd. But he did 941 off the Auckland Harbour Bridge today. Kind of windy as well.
Holy fuck. So they would have to... I wonder if they, like AJ Hackett team, just like let him do it for free.
Yeah, they just do fucking night. Like, yeah, they
Like-
must have.
Like, just let him do it for
They're
free.
paying
for-
$100 every time.
Yeah, for like the publicity to break it.
Yeah.
Is that like a jump?
I think New Zealand's
And then
real like
the-
prideful about bungee jumping as well.
Well, we invented it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Wow. I mean, I think they were doing it. I've seen like a documentary.
Doing
with-
like Thailand off the
and
bamboo
like,
and shit.
It was like, yeah, like Africa and stuff.
yeah.
And he brought it back and commercialized it. But anyway,
That's how it works, baby.
he must have like jumped, and like the second he starts jumping, they start hauling in.
Yeah. He said
And
he
then,
went
like-
through bouts of like what felt like seasickness and motion sickness, and he's like, but you just
Oh,
had to
fuck
keep
yeah.
going. Yeah.
And not just to like beat it by one, just to say you beat it.
no, he beat the record.
for like another 200.
He beat the record before lunch, and then he took a break and was like, fuck it, I'll just keep going. Because he's broken his own record before, and then his second record got smoked, so he just smoked that record.
I wonder
Rub
if
his
he like.
face in the dirt.
I wonder if he like works there.
Yeah, I don't know, because who's an avid bungee jumper where you're like, I need to do this a lot.
I need to do this nearly 1,000 times in 24
Like,
hours.
what's the prerequisite to become good at bungee jumping? Just not get seasick?
I don't know. Can you be good at bungee jumping?
Be
I know-
light,
I know you
easy
can
to pull?
I know you can be bad at it.
Yeah. yeah.
But like,
Is he shaving his legs and being aerodynamic so he can just get to the ground to get back up swiftly?
he's just in like a wetsuit with like a swimming cap.
Yeah.
Just goggles on. Just,
No splash, perfect entry. Is he getting dipped or not?
true, yeah. What are the requirements?
Is it all the same measured bungee jump? Are they all falling to the same distance?
Yeah, true, because he could just do like a like a meter fall.
I wonder if it has to be like a recognized thing. So like everyone's allowed to bungee jump off the harbour bridge. That's normal. But like, I wonder if you have to be like, you can't just bungee jump off like the top of my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really need a wee, so let's scoot out of here.
Yeah, same.
All right, thank you for joining us for episode 80. Yeah, peace. We'll see you later.